already.
It's ABBAS, same from behind the gloves. David, every time your name was mentioned with a comeback, there was always Anthony Joshua was the name. Why Tony Bellew?
Because Tony Bellew was actually willing to get in the ring with me. You know, you can scream and shout for all these other fighters. You know, there's a lot of fighters out there currently saying they want to fight me, but when it actually comes time to doing what the contract says and actually getting in the ring, they're not that brave. So, you know, for all of Tony Bellew's faults, he's actually here today. He's actually accepted the deal that's on the table, and he's going to get in the ring and fight. So I don't give the guy that much credit, but I've got to give him credit for putting himself actually on the line and doing something that he said he was going to do. As there's too many guys out there screaming and shouting, but when it really comes down to the crunch, they can't back it up.
I think Tony mentioned you've come back for the money. What's your response back to that?
Well, is he fighting for free? Is he taking the fight for the money, or is he taking it for the glory? You know, I've been the heavyweight champion of the world in the past, and I want to be the heavyweight champion again. And I'm not getting a world title shot in the next few months, so why not get in there with Tony Bellew, a fight that the fans genuinely want to see, and you know, have a nice marking time fight. You know, it's broke records already. You know, the O2 Arena, it's the highest grossing fight the O2 Arena has ever staged. And you know, Anthony Joshua's had his last 3 fights there for world title fights. This is a non-title fight. Yeah. This is what happens when I come to the table, and Eddie Hearn's realising that now. You know, so it's a co-promotion as well. Although he'd like it to be all about the Eddie Hearn show, this is all about me. I'm promoting it. It's a co-promotion, which he's getting a smaller share of. So I'm happy with how things are. You know, I'm happy to be working with Sky Sports again. I've got a very good relationship with them. You know, with Barney Francis, Adam Smith, everybody at Sky. We've had many world title fights in the past, and hopefully we'll have some in the future. This is a non-title fight, but it's a mega fight. It's a super fight. And you know, the fact that, you know, tickets got sold out in a matter of seconds shows the want, you know, to see me in the ring.
I was at your gym a couple of weeks ago, and we discussed about how Tony kicked off after the BJ Flores fight, and how you stayed cool, calm and collective then, and you said you had learned lessons from the Chisora, etc. You came face to face today, and it seemed that was the opposite reaction.
No, he laid hands on me. That's what it was. No, I was not going to do anything. I was there to do the face-to-face. He then gets into my space, which I really don't like. I don't like being in that position, because it's like, if it kicks off, it kicks off. And in hindsight, we should have had a few more security between us. But I thought, you know, after all that's been said, you know, I know the British Boxing Board of Control won't be happy with that. They actually said, you know, keep it clean, guys. Don't, you know, kick off. But it wasn't that bad, to be honest. You know, he pushed me and I gave him a little clip around the ear. I think that's all it was. You know, there was no blood drawn, there was no tripods getting wielded. So, but I got a little flavour for it. You know, I got to look at him. I've never been that close to him before, to be honest. So I got to have a look into his eyes. And to be honest, I didn't see any fear. I thought I'd see a little bit of fear in there, but credit to him, I think he believes he's going to win this fight. You know, which can only make it more entertaining for the fans.
Sure. David, what's your situation with the WBO?
Nothing. They've you got Ruiz fighting Parker, so we'll have to see after that fight. We'll have to see. I think they're fighting December 10th. Yeah. So after that fight, then I think we've got to negotiate something. But I'm not worrying about that fight until after this.
What do you make of Parker then? His upcoming prospect. He's fighting for a world title now. What do you make of him as a fighter?
Yeah, he's good. You know, him and Andy Ruiz, you know, both very good prospects, both undefeated, you know, unbeaten. They've haven't fought the best opponents out there yet, but no worse than any other prospect or any other of the heavyweights at the time. So I think we'll know a little bit more about both of them after this fight, as it's the first time they're in a fight against someone unbeaten and someone who's coming to win. So they're both prospects currently, but these prospects, one of them are going to have the WBA title soon. So let's hope it causes a stir. Let's hope it gets. I haven't heard too much hype about it just yet. Hopefully, as it gets closer to the fight, it will build up, because the bigger that fight is, the better it is. Now, I don't really want it to go under the radar like it currently is. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that they'll start screaming and shouting, and it'll sort of capture. I'm not sure if it even gets getting screened in England. Is it? I haven't seen any.
Box Nation, I think.
Box Nation have got it, yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
2 more questions.
David is finally.
Hey Fight fans, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, make sure you go ahead and do so, because Behind the Gloves is worldwide with our coverage. All you have to do is click this little link right here.